Shall we begin? I'll just do some the introductions, then you'll be speaking, then we'll open the floor for interactions with you. Yes. So it's both an honor and a privilege for the Confederation of Indian Industry Southern Region to welcome Shri Nara Lokesh Garu, the Honorable Minister for IT, Electronics and Communication, Human Resource Development and Right to Governance, Government of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, Shri Lokesh Garu, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today. While I believe most members are already familiar with your impressive background, I would like to acknowledge the deep-rooted connection your government has with CII. Your father, Honorable Chief Minister's contributions over the past 2 decades have fostered a special bond with our institution, and we are pleased to see you continuing in this esteemed tradition. Your previous collaboration with CII on select projects is a testament to your commitment to the development of Andhra Pradesh. We are eager to work closely with you, especially after hearing about the initiatives your government has undertaken in the last few months. And I am confident that the coming years will be prosperous for your state, and CII is committed to supporting your vision of making Andhra Pradesh the industrial engine of the South. The CII Southern Region Council represents the leadership of all the 5 southern states of India and the Union Territory of Puducherry. Our council includes industry leaders from key companies in South India who actively engage with CII on various initiatives and sectoral development projects. We are the largest region in terms of membership, Honorable Minister, and we have a huge presence across the country, and we conduct bi-monthly meetings across all the 6 states in the southern region. In Andhra Pradesh, we currently operate offices in Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam, and we are looking at plans to extend our office to Tirupati soon. See, our collaboration with your government has allowed us to engage deeply in policy advocacy, attract investments to Andhra Pradesh, and we continue to contribute to the societal development. Recently, CII members in Andhra Pradesh and southern India pledged over rupees 15 crores to support flood relief efforts in Vijayawada and other affected areas of the state. Honorable Minister, please know that CII is always here to support the government of Andhra Pradesh. My colleagues and I are eager to hear your insights on your vision for Andhra Pradesh in 2047. This topic is particularly relevant as you will witness the evolution of the state as India celebrates its centenary. We look forward to your thoughts and ideas, and over to you, Honorable Minister.
Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to be part of the 4th meeting of the CII Southern Regional Council meeting being held here in Vijayawada. It's great to see the Southern Regional Council representing the vibrant and diverse industries of southern states. It's also inspiring to witness close to 70 CEOs now coming and industry titans here, a lot of whom I call my own friends, and in the last 5 years who have always bounced ideas off on areas that as a state we can improve. As a state of Andhra Pradesh, you witnessed change. 93% of the seats contested have been won by NDA, so it's been a clear mandate to create jobs. In our promises of 6 promises that we have made, one of the primary promises is to create 20 lakh jobs in 5 years. So that is the single agenda with which your government is actually going to work here in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is one of the fastest growing states, and our aspiration is to be among the first 3 states to reach the $1 trillion economy mark. As a state, we have always been collaborative. CII has always played a very important role in the erstwhile combined state of Andhra Pradesh with Mr. Naidu ji, and now after the bifurcated state also. Of course, CII's relationship with Mr. Naidu goes back to the mid-90s, where we were promoting India and not states in specific. And I think together we have achieved a lot. You know, our state has been a hub for agriculture, for MSMEs, for manufacturing, even pharmaceutical, and now we want to move faster in IT. In line with the Honorable Prime Minister's vision, Vikasit Bharat, Andhra Pradesh is also creating Vikasit Andhra Pradesh project. This will be soon launched to the people of Andhra Pradesh for their feedback on this, and we are committed to it and we will take it forward. I would also like to reiterate and build trust back. I understand the last 5 years wasn't exactly a very pleasant 5 years for the industry. I am aware of it. In the last 5 years, I did speak to quite a few of you. I've understood your pain areas, and we are here to win the trust back. You know, Mr. Naidu is in his 4th term as Chief Minister, and he's been telling us that this is going to be like his first term. So you understand, when a person becomes Chief Minister multiple times, you would imagine that for them it becomes now a routine. But Mr. Naidu brings in renewed energy to his 4th term as Chief Minister. His previous term was all about ease of doing business. Now it's about speed of doing business. So because investments have increased, you know, investing in hundreds of crores was a big deal. Now everything has become thousands of crores. So a project getting delayed by 3 months, 6 months, derails your entire business plan, and we as state understand it. So we have been talking about speed of doing business, and that's what we will stand for. And we are going to compete with other states to deliver on this. As far as my particular departments go, I handle human resource development, skill development, IT electronics, and real-time governance. So we are doing a skill census now. The project got delayed because of the floods, recent floods. All of us we had to handle that. But we're going to bring that project back on track. We will have a workforce certified ready for you. And we are also working with the industry already in Andhra Pradesh to register onto the platform to make it a seamless and a very transparent way of hiring people. Saying that, AI is of course going to change the way we're going to do business, politics, or even governance. AI University is something that's very close to our Honorable Chief Minister's heart, and as the HRD Minister, I will deliver on this. This is designed keeping in mind the erstwhile ISB model. So we expect titans of industry to support us in this journey and actually run the institution. So government is good at policy making, giving land, and that's where we want to end our role and let industry run the curriculum, the direction, like how you've done amazingly well with ISB. As a state HRD minister, I'm looking at transforming our entire curriculum from KG to PG. It's very important to educate our children at a very young age, and if you launch them in the right direction, then the sky is the limit. So we are very conscious of that, and that's exactly what I am going to do. As far as IT electronics, yes, Andhra Pradesh has missed the Y2K advantage because we were a combined state, and back then Hyderabad was the singular focus. As far as IT investments, the data center investments, AI investments, our focus area is going to be Visakhapatnam, no second thoughts about it, and we will not miss this bus. So next 6 months, you will hear a lot of announcements coming about as far as data centers and the entire AI, harnessing the data center energy through AI. Saying that, you know, Andhra Pradesh is a very peculiarly long state. It lends itself well for a very thematic ecosystem-based development. And if you look at successful models across the world, they've succeeded because of the ecosystem, and we understand that very well. So if you look at mobility, Anantapur is a focus, renewable energy, Kurnool is a focus, electronics manufacturing is between Chittoor and Kadapa districts both together, sports infrastructure is also going to come there, Prakasam, the entire biofuel, is going to be a big thrust area for us. Where we are sitting, which is the Capital Region Development Authority, Guntur Krishna is going to be about capital. East-West Godavari, all of you know, is exceptionally doing well in aqua. We are very cognizant that we need to make it sustainable aqua. So I've been talking to titans of industry of that sector to look at what are the investments as a state we need to do. So it could be the drainage, it could be the road infrastructure, the cold chain infrastructure. That's something we're talking to them. North Andhra is going to be our pharma, our IT destination. So we have a very clear roadmap, and this is what we're going to focus in terms of chasing investments. Saying that, in the last 5 years, I understand that you've had some challenges. I've already been talking to all the leaders. Specifically, they're related to incentives. Back then, you had power holidays. You had issues with regard to water. We totally understand that. I would like to make one thing clear. Andhra is open for business. Back then, we had Economic Development Board that led the entire outreach. We have revived it. A young IAS officer has been nominated now to lead the initiative from the front. We've lost really good youngsters to other states. They're all now coming back to be part of Economic Development Board. And Economic Development Board, while it will chase new investments, we are also creating a team which will focus on already industries that exist in Andhra Pradesh. So reaching out to all of you, understanding your pain areas, and how do we overcome those pain areas, and how as a government we can deliver on our promises. And as I said, our single agenda is to create 20 lakh jobs in 5 years. So we will do whatever is possible to deliver on that single promise. And this is part of our manifesto, and it's the first promise out of the 6 promises that we have made to the people of Andhra Pradesh. Mr. Naidu does not require any introduction. All of you understand. Mr. Naidu's governance does not require any introduction. All of you know it very well. But one thing I'd like to add, out of the 164 MLAs that won on NDA plank, out of 175, 88 of them are first-time MLAs. In the entire cabinet, 17 are first-time ministers. So it's funny that I'm actually a senior minister, though I'm very young. I'm only 41, but I'm actually a senior minister now in Mr. Naidu's cabinet. So the Honorable Chief Minister brings about that kind of fresh thoughts, fresh energy, renewed energy to drive Andhra Pradesh forward and in the right direction. We will compete with other states, no second thought. Incentives is one bit, but we will compete on the speed of doing business. So give us another 30 days. Economic Development Board will be in place. It will be the single port of call for all of you. And we will be sitting in front of your office, whether you like it or not. We will be knocking on all your doors, and we will not stop knocking till you commit investments to the state of Andhra Pradesh. Subtle pestering is, I think, the right word we're going to use. But we mean business, and Andhra Pradesh is open now. So I'd like to thank the CI for giving me this opportunity to be part of this meeting. I know that the Chief Secretary also spoke and gave a broader vision about the state. And all of us are very clear, and all of us are working with a single agenda of creating jobs. And I think that's going to be very, very important, not only for Andhra Pradesh, but for us as a nation. If we don't handle this demographic dividend well, there are going to be serious repercussions socially. So all of us understand this very well, and we're very, very conscious of it. And as a state, we want to lead it from the front. As Mr. Naidu always does it, this time also we want to lead it from the front. And soon you will see a lot of announcements of using AI in governance. So anything that you want, any information that you want, any interaction with government, apart from EDB, would be a platform-based initiative. So it could be WhatsApp, it could be Telegram, iMessages, or even a government bot. Everything is going to be transparent. So we're going to power it with AI, and I'm particularly excited about that project, and we're going to deliver on that also soon. So I'd like to thank the CI for having me. And I'm normally told that I do much better with dialogue than monologue, so I would like to open up this, with your permission,
Yes.
open up this discussion and answer any questions that all of you might have. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. We truly appreciate the manifesto of the 20 lakh jobs, because I think that is most crucial to keep our youth engaged in the proper manner that they need to be engaged. Otherwise, we'll have a huge social issue. Your KG to PG curriculum change, we would like to we're really keen and interested to know how the curriculum change is going to happen, and if we can take it back to the other states in the southern region, that will be really nice. And you're always welcome to knock on all our doors. We are here to support you at CII. And also truly appreciate your focus on sustainability. I see that you have very small papers for your speech, and it's also cut into small pieces. Thank you so much for that, because all of us have to be environmentally conscious to take our world forward for the next generation of youth. So having said that, I'd like to first go with Mr. Thomas John Muthoot, who would like to ask you a few things.
One concern area, Andhra predominantly was into agriculture, and there's a lot of the drive of economy was agri-based industries and agri. Now with the shift focus on other areas, how are you ensuring that agri still becomes a driver for economy? Because agri is also as important as all what you have just mentioned, and people shifting out of agri, will the agri get affected at some point of time? Again, the grassroots gets affected. Honorable CM, when he spoke to the National Council, he said that he lost 2 elections because of his thrust on growth, and at some point of time not taking feedbacks of the bottom. So how are you going to address this time?
A very valid question. If you look at it in the 5 years between 14 and 19, agri was a great thrust area, and agri-allied grew at the fastest pace, predominantly driven even by aqua. Saying that, I actually did a Padayatra before the election, and I spent considerable time in Rayalaseema region. And as all of you know, Rayalaseema is known for mangoes. We are only second to UP. One of the stand that I've taken is we are growing our local variants, which is great. It adds a lot of value, but we should also grow variants that the world requires. So it could be the Japanese varietals, what Europe wants. So we have a clear mission in place. We have picked specific commodities that we want to specialize in, agri-commodities that as a state we want to specialize in. This is part of the Vikasit Andhra Pradesh vision. We're going to back it with research centers. So like a great example of that is mango, dragon fruit, chiku, a banana. Andhra is already very big, we can do a lot more. And with the industry support, of course. Saying that there are also like dates is a big opportunity for us in the Rayalaseema region. So we're looking at specific commodities, going deep, backed with research, giving clear inputs to the farmer and building that out.
Bringing some digital into agri also.
That's the next bit. So that's what brings me to the next bit, which is how do you make agriculture even sustainable? So Mr. Naidu has pioneered the zero budget natural farming. So there are 2 sides of the equation. One is you have to reduce the cost of inputs so that I can be competitive and sustainable. So that's something that we're also working. And then, of course, technology will play a role, not just from predicting market prices, but also understanding the possibility of any pest and how do I control. We've done this in the past under real-time governance. So we're bringing all that back, all the protocols back to that. With regards to feedback from the grassroots, I think we've always lost an election because of that, not because we didn't do work. And that's why our real-time governance is now being given to me. And in this government, in the real-time governance, one of the major things is also feedback. So we're going to take feedback from industry, feedback from citizens, feedback as a family, and look at things very holistically. So education, healthcare, and we have this model called the P4 model where, we want successful entrepreneurs to actually nurture families, nurture villages. And how do you pull people out of the cycle of poverty? Government is very good spender of public.